Hey builders, Anna here. So today's bonus episode is a focused growth clinic for Georgia Austin. She's the founder of Wordbrew. In our last episode, Georgia talked about her challenges. She talked about positioning, packaging, distributing at scale. She also talked about having a lean team, a small budget, and trying to get that manpower from the team to post on LinkedIn. So, some of these I think are pretty relevant for not just Wordbrew, but they will always keep coming up. Positioning, packaging, distributing at scale, for example, that lean team, that small budget. So, let's see if I can help you, Georgia. So, first thing, positioning. Right now, it says turn expertise into authentic content. I was just thinking through this for a few days, right? And I think we can do better. Turn expertise into authentic content. What is authentic? What does that really mean? I don't know. Expertise, like, let's be a bit more specific. So then the next section underneath that says collect unique insights asynchronously, internally, or from our vetted expert network. Then co-create with AI to build content that drives brand authority and growth. So that's more talking about like, how do you do it? I think it's too quick to jump into how this thing works before I really understand what is this thing? Who is this for? Is this for me? And how's this different from tools out there? So I was thinking through it and I thought about maybe instead of the first bold part that says turn expertise into authentic content, why not consider turn expertise into unique and valuable content? That's really what we want. We want our content to be unique and we want our content to be valuable, because if it's both of those things, then it's more likely to stand out. It's more likely to get someone to want to consume it. So, and then the section underneath it, I actually, further down on your homepage, you say this. I think you should bring it up. Wordbrew fuses expert perspectives with AI to create content worth sharing. That's original, credible, and tailored to your brand's voice and vision. That's what it is. I think that clearly explains it. I think that's better than the how it works statement that you have there currently. So let's also talk about the positioning in terms of, this is like an email that I was sending to you back and forth. So I think the how you're different, I really think there's something there. I think that you need to make it a bit more clear, because otherwise you end up being another AI tool that you can create content with. And that's not what we're trying to get at here. It's clearly a different type of tool. So instead of, AI plus the human, this is AI plus the experts on the platform collaborating, right? Plus the human making sense of making sure that it's high quality content that's being created. So there's this added layer, and you really want to make sure that you focus on how you're different. I'll talk about that a little bit later in this bonus episode, because I think there's something there. So the second thing, we talked about positioning. Let's talk about packaging. Actually, let's talk about how it's different, because that's part of how you package yourself up, right? It's not clear how it's different, and it is different. You are asking a website visitor to sit and wait while the mouse is scrolling through this experience where you're showing the video of how you're going through this tool, but I have to sit through it, right? So think about trying a tool like Novatic. Novatic allows you to build an interactive product demo. It's free. You can help someone experience the product without actually signing up for anything. So someone can really see the experience before they sign up free. People might not want to sign up yet until they really understand this thing and this tool is different. One other thing about your packaging, the tailored to your brand's voice and vision, I bet that's a big benefit for companies that want to do this. And it's hard because you really have to like build something that's trained on your brand's voice and vision. But here we have Wordbrew it's part of how you built this tool, right? I think it's a big benefit. I think it's also buried in your homepage. You call it out once at the very bottom and once within some, feature that you're talking about. So making sure that you package that up and make it like really clear, tailored to your brand's voice and vision. All right, let's talk about distribution. So I will not tell you where to distribute because I don't know. You have to learn that from your customers. I talk about this on this podcast all the time. Where do your customers hang out? Online, offline? Do the research, find out. But it sounds like you're already getting traction on LinkedIn. That one viral post that you told me about that got you 40 demo calls, of which turned into paying customers. I mean, that's a clear signal. And I'm always trying to figure out like, what's the signal? Let's make sure that we focus on the signals where we're getting traction and not focus so much on the noise out there. So some more ideas. I think you can really try and operationalize your customer-led growth. You already see how customers, we talked about how they're your best growth channel. So here's some ideas. How about embedding one in-app or email survey that you can either put it in the tool, or you can send an email and ask customers what results surprised you this week. What happened where they had a delightful moment with your tool? And so every Friday, you'll convert those top quotes into maybe a social slide or an image and a LinkedIn post. And you can message that customer and tell them like, here's your quote, feel free to post it, right? So that's weekly social proof. And so that's one idea. Another idea is, can you use Wordbrew to like can Wordbrew use Wordbrew with customers, meaning get their expertise on using Wordbrew and create long form content from that. I know that's kind of meta, but I always like to think about like how can companies use their own platform to showcase like something, whether it's, how the tool works or how customers are loving it or whatever. Like, can Wordbrew use Wordbrew with customers? All right. So those were some ideas. Now let's talk about getting your contractors to post on LinkedIn. I get it. That's a hard one, right? These are part-time workers, but maybe, you can't force them, but maybe you can help them. So I really think talking about like this, how you differentiate your product, comparing the human plus AI versus human plus AI plus experts, comparing the output, seeing how the output differs, because I bet it will. And someone needs to try this and create this type of content and create video clips around it, carousel, image and copy, text only, whatever it is. And then your team, your contractors can tweak to their liking and post it. At least give them a starting point. And I think this like content around how you're different is a great thing to test. You can put the starting point into the Slack channel. You can, again, you can't force them, but you can help them. And I think that's going to make things way easier for them. And then maybe you can think about gamifying the experience with small perks. So that's what I got. I hope it's helpful. I see you out there kicking butt, and I love to see that. And so good luck and happy weekend.